Hello everyone, I am your favorite host, Carlos Esquivel, and welcome once again to All Star presentation. This time we bring to all of you a brief interview where you will see the highlights of how an interview should be, and at the end of the show we will give you some brief tips on how you should behave in a job interview. Hello, my name is Fayan and I work in a human resource and I am in charge of doing the interviews in this recruitment process for the CEO, Executive Director position. I see in your CV that your full name is Dana Karen Diaz Serrano. What do you prefer to be called?
Yeah, that's my full name, but I like to be called Dana.
Perfect, Dana. So let's get started. I think the best way to do that is for you to tell me a little bit about what your career path has been over the last 10 years. If any time there is a personal use that goes along little your professional life, you can mention it. How do you describe yourself?
I describe myself as a very creative and also a very responsible person.
Name three aspects of your personality that you consider to be strange.
I think my three strengths would be my leadership, my responsibility, and also my positive attitude.
Name three aspects of your personality that you consider to be weaknesses.
I think my three weaknesses would be my lack of experience, my patience, and also my public talking.
What are your passion about?
I think I'm most passionate about learning new things every day and also keeping updated in social stuff and everything new coming up in the media.
What is your ideal work environment?
My ideal work environment would be a work where I have to be responsible and deliver all my work, but also in a very chill environment where I could be myself and also have time for my work and also for myself.
What do you do now about this company and why would you like to work here?
I know that this company is one of the best companies in the world, and also I would love to work here because I think it's a great opportunity to grow on this industry and also as this company.
What interesting you most about the position?
I'm most interested in the salary, but also in the opportunity of growth.
Nowadays, teamwork is fundamental for the success of any project. Tell me, in your years of experience, what has been your role in the teams you work with?
As I already told you, I consider myself as a great leader, so I think the role that I used to play in my other work teams was to leader the group to give the best results to the company.
Considering that we have been living very different times to what we know as normal, describe me a typical day of your life in this quarantine. What were you doing?
The first days of quarantine, I was doing home office, but also studying. So I think that was my two priorities. But I also consider myself very responsible in both of my activities.
Thank you very much for your opinions in your answers, as we have for your time in coming to this interview. We are currently in this process of interview candidates. This is a four passes process, so we will contact you at the end of this one to let you know if you have moved on the next one, or if we welcome your resume consideration for your future openings. Now that we just watching the job interview, you could notice how much work there is in a person before behind the interview. Now we will tell you some tips that will help you succeed before, during, and after the interview. Before the interview, learn as much you can about the company. Review your skills, experience, and education. Bring your resume and know imperfectly as they will be rangy on it. Make a list of your weaknesses and prepared arguments to defend them. Prepare for the interview. The recruiter will do it too. During the interview, make a good impression. First impressions are of great importance. Many employers believe that after seeing a candidate walk in the door, observe the way they shake and hands and sit down, they are able to decide on their worthiness. Grade the interview with conventional formal. Good afternoon, Mr. Reese. Grade the interview with a hot snake and smile, looking him in the eye. Answer clearly and briefly. Always tell the truth. If you are asked about yourself, emphasize your training, experience, and results of your work. Don't use fancy words. After the interview, analyze the results, not strengths and weaknesses during the interview. It can be useful for future interviews at that on the companies. Thanks for sending news. See you next time.